You know, not much on banning things, but if I ever did have to ban something or be in favor of a ban on something, this would be it right here. See, all too often, people will put that sign on their car, and some of these people shouldn't be driving to begin with. Yeah, it's my opinion. But they'll put that sign on their car, to have everyone else, do what they can to avoid an accident with them or drive extra careful around them. And then there are a lot of them that drive like dipshits, even though they've got that sign on their car. I'll give you an example today. Even I was driving on the highway, and of course somebody with that sign pulled right out in front of me. She hit her brakes, she went swooping on over, hitting her brakes, trying to swoop into the next lane. Needless to say, there was a Chevy Camaro there who had to swerve to avoid her, and she ended up swerving back in that lane. Oh, and by the way, I was driving a tractor trailer. For those of you in the U.S., obviously that's a semi. For those of you in Europe, that's a lorry. But anywho, driving like an idiot, pulling that dumbass move, and she had that sign on her window. You know what that tells me? That tells me, oh, well, everyone else get out of my way. I'll drive however I feel. I don't give a shit about my own safety, much less my kids' safety. But I'll drive like a dumbass, and everyone else better show some concern for my safety. It is, and I'll tell you, she's not the only dumbass on the road I saw that day. I saw quite a few of them. She's not the only dumbass I've seen with a baby on board sticker on her window. She stood out today. Of course, finally she managed to get over to the right lane, and I go to pass her. Look over, see her head buried in that damn phone. So, here it is. The dumbass almost had a near fatal accident. Yeah. You get into an accident with a tractor trailer on the highway, the odds are it's going to be a fatal one. Now, but here she is, almost got into a fatal accident, almost hit a Camaro. She realized it because she swerved back into the lane, and she's down there on the phone. And yes, in a tractor trailer, we can see what's going on in your car. For the best, usually. Because we got to try to predict what a lot of you guys are going to do before you do it. I'll give you a hint. You're on the highway in an exit-only lane on the cell phone. That tells me, you might be swerving over because you really didn't want to exit, but your head was so far down that phone, you didn't even pay attention to what lane you were in. You got kids in the car, and they're looking a little rowdy, throwing stuff around, jumping up and down, doing shit that I'd have gotten my head knocked through the windshield had I been doing when I was a kid in my parents' car. I'm not even kidding. My dad, if I did some of the stuff that these kids are doing in the cars nowadays with the parents there driving, my dad would have pulled that car over and I wouldn't have been able to sit down for a month. Yep. Parents don't want to control their kids in the car. So I hear parents all the time, gun control advocates, whenever I see these baby on board stickers and see the person driving like a dumbass, I think of gun control advocates. Because they pretty much got the same mentality. Screw everybody else, everybody else just caved to my demands and I'm going to use my children as a shield. And that's what you're pretty much doing with the baby on board stickers. When you want to drive like a dumbass and you want to have that baby on board sticker on your windshield, on your window. you're pretty much using your children as a shield. You know, and to me, that's one of the lowest damn things you can do. You know, and you know, again, being a commercial driver, and I didn't really want to put that out, but you know, needed to put that out, you know, to give you an idea just how stupid that woman was. But you know, again, being a commercial driver, my view might be skewed on this one. But you know what? Stateside, um, I've seen a hell of a lot more traffic fatalities than firearm fatalities. In fact, I don't even think I've seen a firearm fatality stateside. You know, but I see a lot of traffic fatalities. You know, so here's my suggestion for you if you want to have a baby on board sticker on your car. Learn to drive like a sane human being. Be engaged while driving. You know, if not, take the damn thing down. And I know pompous people do pompous things, right? Probably not gonna, probably not gonna take the baby on board sticker down just because I say so. You know, and for everybody else, y'all take her easy now.